And I've been wanting to post more since like February, and now it's June 17th as I see it on the clock on my computer. Anyway, and it's just taking a step is kind of difficult. Living with anxiety, it makes me want to not put myself out there because it's completely scary. Even for normal people, but it's like overwhelming a lot. Something I have to deal with every day, even when I'm in my comfort zone. And I've at least had this since I was like 12. At least that's the turning point I had when I was in 7th grade, and a few bullying incidences caused me to go mute from then until even through college. And the only time I would talk is whatever I needed for class. Even then, I talked as little as possible, or when I needed something. That's tough. But in 2019, when I was 29, I finally put myself out there applying for jobs. Got my first job at JCPenney Portraits. Mostly handled the sales side, which helped a bit. But I left that job due to a social anxious trigger that occurred that I'll probably tell you later at some point. Then I worked at a museum as a museum guard, and after like 2 weekends, COVID hit, and I was on paid time off only for weekends. I was part-time, and that was until August when we first started coming back, and then we left again for COVID shutdown from Thanksgiving till February. And I was constantly wanting us to go back into COVID shutdown to have easy money. And when I first started, they said they were going to make me full-time after the 2-week shutdown initially, and I wish they had done it before then, because I would have had a lot more money. But yeah, and I stayed from February 2020 till mid-July of 2022. And leaving that was partially for anxiety, but also mainly because standing all day was really horrible on my lower back, hips, knees, and ankles. And I just couldn't stand with the supervisors anymore. And then I tried a couple weeks as first I did a 1-day stint as a special needs teaching assistant, which to be honest, I don't think I was enough for what those kids needed. And also interacting too much with the other teachers there, I felt like I would have to put on too much of a show. And then I believe I worked with tax business as a client service coordinator, basically a receptionist, for about a month or so. And then by the fall of 2023, I tried working for customer service online for a kitchen supply store, which only lasted 2 weeks because I was getting overwhelmed and probably working myself into a panic over the possibility of not being able to represent the store and then help people at the same time. And then I returned to the tax company again, 2024, and the first time it was pretty okay because the person who was ahead of me, she seemed nice, a little abrasive at sorts, but by the time 2024 happened, I think maybe she had more on her plate, and she was being really fucking bitchy, excuse my language, and I think I was either in tears or zoning out, and I couldn't handle it anymore, especially after I ended up sick one weekend, and she tried to guilt me for leaving them hanging on the weekend because I was sick, and I didn't want to leave people getting sick from me, since many of them there were elderly, and I was also in a panic over that and chose to quit then, and since then I haven't had a job, but I've been trying to focus more on trying to get my YouTube started up with more of what I want to do, which is self-help and then showing my anxiety and personal life, and then getting into the metaphysical, manifestation, new age kind of stuff, and tarot and paranormal and conspiracies and such like that, and also showing my art, which I went to college for photography and dabbled in other parts of art too. But during COVID, I got back into oil painting, which I took a class. Well, I had to take a class in college for, but I also voluntarily took a second painting class, which I liked so much. And it's been interesting. I haven't done too much, as I have mentioned before, but I am hoping to get more done, and so I'll show you, in case maybe some of my old artwork and my new artwork, and hopefully discuss what I want to do next.